Sourstraws. This is Piñata, and this is our Continental Divide Trail gear. Since we pretty much split all our gear, we're both going to each touch on the items that we personally carried in our backpacks. So we'll start with the tent.
So our tent is a ZPacks Duplex. We've had this tent for pretty much every hike that we've done, so it's almost triple crowned. It's done really well. No complaints about it. It's starting to kind of get frayed now, but it is what it is. This bag is a new one that she made because our last bag did get frayed and it was no longer usable.
We have, for the most part, the same sleep setup that we had on the PCT, which is this two-person sleeping pad. This is from Exped. It's called the Synmat Hyperlite Duo. It's 2 pounds. It's the lightest sleeping pad on the market. And we took one on the PCT, took that one on the CDT, and one of the internal baffles broke, so Exped replaced it for us. We're still really happy with it. Both of us carry one of these pillows. These are from Sea to Summit, Aeros UL pillow, and they weigh 2 ounces. And they add a lot of comfort at night, so we both really like those. But we did change our quilt. We had a 2-person sleeping quilt on the PCT, but that was one of the homemade Ray-Way quilts that I did, which was synthetic. And we went to the Enlightened Equipment Accomplice for the down, so it's more compressible, it's a little bit lighter, and also warmer. There's a 10-degree bag. It's designed a little bit differently, but I think we really liked it. It clips around each person's head, and that prevents the blankets from getting pulled up when someone rolls over in the night. So this was really warm, and I don't think we had any really, I didn't have any nights sleeping cold on the CDT, so we're really happy with this. In terms of clothes, we're both wearing our hiking clothes. We got them at outlet stores. I went for a long sleeve for the shirt with the hood, just for the added sun protection, which I really like.
I previously had a long sleeve but switched off partway through the trail because that shirt was no longer wearable. I also went with a Trek hat, which no longer looks like it used to, and then a bandana for sun protection. Thank you, Zach, for the new one, by the way. And here we go.
Well, we both brought just a pair of long johns and wool buff and gloves. And I think that we both can agree that we wore the gloves more on this trail than any other trail, so we were glad to have them the whole way.
Yes.
In terms of added insulation, we both got the same jackets. These are Montbell Superior down Parkas. 800 fill down, $200. They work pretty well. We're happy with them. They have pockets, they have hoods. And we also both have the same rain jacket. And that is from my trail company. It's called the Storm UL jacket. They're 80 bucks. They're pretty light. They're not the lightest out there, but they're also not the most expensive out there. So mine's still in pretty good shape. Piñata's is a little torn up.
Little tear, nothing too bad. Just gonna throw some tape on it. Call it good.
So in terms of water filtration, we carried a Sawyer through New Mexico for all those stagnant, gross water sources. These are pretty easy, but I hate filtering water, so once we got out of New Mexico and got into more clear water, we just went for the bleach dropper. It's just more low maintenance for us, and the taste doesn't bother me at all. So, and then smart water bottles and Sawyer bags for extra water capacity.
So electronics, we have Spot, which everyone knows what that is. It's good to have something just so your family doesn't freak out when you don't call them for a few days. For power, we went for a 21,000 milliamp hour power pack. Really large, but we never worried about power, which there's 2 of us, so that was really nice. We have a quick charging wall cube plug, and with that and this, it can charge in about 5 hours, which is great because we can just get in and out of town without having to stay. So saves you money on hotel rooms, I think. And then carry an extra little plug for extra charging capacity. And our headlamps. They are a Nightcore NU25. This is not the original strap. It comes from Lightsmith. They'll add it on to you for a few extra dollars. But really great headlamp. First headlamp I've ever been happy with. It's rechargeable, waterproof, has really bright lights, red light, and a nice little pretty bright but mellow enough camp light, which I really enjoy.
Yeah, these are way lighter than like the Black Diamond headlamps, and the batteries last longer. So
yes. And then we each had headphones in our phone because, you know, we
Podcast.
Music.
Yeah.
Next we have our cooking set. So sporks, we all know what those are. We started the trail with a Snow Peak Light Max 2, but it broke in Yosemite actually, so we ended up buying the Yellowstone, wrong trail. So we ended up buying the Pocket Rocket. They both start with Y, which worked just as well. Got us to the end. As far as pot goes, we have the Evernew 1.3, so the 1300. A little bit large for what we need. Probably go with the 900, but this can cook 4 full-size hot dogs. So that came in really handy towards the end. And that's it with that.
Few personal items.
Yeah, we have, well, this isn't that personal, but the
Deuce of Spades.
Ace of Spades, yes, for cat holes and whatnot. Pocket knife for my cutting needs, and I just always like to have a pocket knife. This is Triple Crown, weighs 2 ounces. It's a great little knife, it's a Benchmade. And then our repair kit, needle, thread, some shears, some 3M tape, and some patches for the pad.
Yeah, I usually carry a few pills and some Luca tape, just for a little first aid.
In bear country, we each had line, carabiner to hook our food to, and a can of bear spray. We thought about going 1 can of bear spray, but then if the person with the bear spray gets attacked, it's pointless.
And then for the San Juans, we had a little extra snow gear, ice axes. We both have a slightly different one. Mine's a Petzl Glacier. His is Black Diamond Raven Pro. Mine's a slightly lighter. I don't remember the exact weight, but I would say for a through hike, since you're really just self-arresting, I kind of wish we'd gone with the Camp Corso just because they're so much lighter, but these worked great. We used them for the PCT as well, so I can't really complain.
Micro spikes, just typical micro spikes.
Yep, those are
as needed.
good for the snow. And then we both brought a pair of rain pants as well. And hardly used them the entire trail, but maybe just a couple times. But it's nice to have a dry layer. And these are just a random thrift store.
Better for warmth and mosquito protection than they were for rain.
Yeah, so we both started the trail with the same trekking poles, which are these Cascade Mountain Tech carbon fiber poles. They're from Costco. They're $30. But he broke one in the San Juans and ended up buying a new pair. I kept mine. So, you know, they lasted, which is great for a $30 pair of trekking poles. They're pretty much done. The tips are gone. The top handle here is falling apart. I had to duct tape it together. But they're lightweight and they made it through the trail, so it's not a bad $30.
Glad I broke mine. I got a really nice pair of Luckies. So that worked out well.
As for our packs, I will add, we carried a little compass. I just attached it to my pack. It's really handy to have, not a whole lot of extra weight. I made my pack for this hike as well. It's another Ray-Way pack. It's a little bit smaller than the one I carried on the PCT. And I found it to be a little less durable because there's a lot more bushwhacking on this trail. So I definitely got a few more pokes and holes in it that I had to patch out, but it lasted pretty well.
I have the Gossamer Kumo. I really liked it. Extremely comfortable pack. Would highly recommend it. It has a couple weak spots in it. The pocket can't hold as much as I guess I want it to. It has a little bit stress points right here. It's holding up well though, but the chest pocket or the shoulder strap pockets hold a bear canister really nicely, which I enjoyed. That's about it though. I'm gonna carry this pack until it falls apart on me.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much our gear. If you want to see the full entire list, you can find it on the trek. But thanks for watching our video.
Thanks.